ride her a little bit going into the first turn today. I mean, but she responded well. She cleared off and she turned them away down the lane.
What do you think at the 5/16 spool?
I was a little concerned. I mean, they were running at her. They were making up ground, but, she kept that big stride going and once again was able to finish up.
Yeah, the announcer made that call about Candy's making a move, and then it was like 2 seconds later, that move.
Yeah, she's slow was playing possible.
Yeah, he knew. He's rode her plenty times and obviously knows when to ask her, and she responded well down the lane.
Were you at all concerned with having to adjust her final workout going into this race, how that would impact her?
I didn't. She's been really good, and she's moving great right now. So, we just wanted to get her on a good track. We did that. We waited for the good track, and it wasn't that big of a deal. We just didn't want to work on a wet track there.
Juddmonte's one of the Juddmonte Spinsters. There's been at least 2, and there was one that you were DQ'd in or something.
We were DQ'd. I was about to say we won 4. We were DQ'd in the first, which was very awkward in the aftermath of it, and getting DQ'd and having to give the presentation to somebody else. And it was very important to Prince Khaled always to win his own sponsorship, just from a competitiveness point of view. So we won it with Emollient, having won the Ashland earlier in the year, and then came back last year, won it with Idiomatic, and I won it again. So yeah, it's still, you win it, it's the same, but it's an extra satisfaction winning your own sponsorship.
What about, she only had a losing streak of 1 race, but still, when you have the champion, you want her to win every race. Just your thoughts going into this race?
Yeah, I think expectations always high, frustrations for more the last race, I think, last defeat, because I thought she ran such a brave winning race the last day. She beat the filly that was supposed to be the main contender, and then just set it up for someone to nail her late, which happened, unfortunately. But very proud of her that day, and felt like she was deserving to come back and run like she did. Brad always was adamant that she's as good a filly this year as she has been last year, and I think she proved that today. So on to the Breeders' Cup and in good mood.
Again, last year you didn't know how good she was, though, starting out the year. She wasn't who she was. So
no,
this year,
we were learning. We were learning last year, and this year she had the target on her back. And probably people knew how to ride against her this year and hope where's the chink in her armour, and it's the last day. I think that's how she got beaten. Maybe at Monmouth she did win, but we went too slow with her to the half mile and turned it into a sprint, and today was perfect. I said today beforehand, I just hope we get a half in 47, and he went in 47.01, so that the pace was perfect. She came down the lane in front of me, and she started to prick her ears, and I knew there was plenty left in the tank.
Well, this just caps a huge day for Juddmonte.
Yes.
Winning the Arc de Triomphe.
Absolutely magnificent, and a great
filly.
performance by Blue Stocking over there. Very important race, obviously, to win as well. A race that Prince Khaled had put tremendous thought and effort into winning. And he's not with us, unfortunately, anymore, but we've won it 7 times, and his son was there to accept the trophy today, and tremendous pride in that as well.
So, final question. The Breeders' Cup Distaff, she's going for a repeat. How important is that to Juddmonte?
Very much so. We've at one stage no one had run more horses. Unfortunately, at one stage no one had run more horses without winning a race in the Breeders' Cup than Juddmonte. That stat in itself proved how much Prince Khaled wanted to support the Breeders' Cup. We have a much better record in it now. We love to show up with top horses every single year, and we'll be there again this year.
And it's why you kept her in training.
Absolutely. We want to be another champion.